Welcome to What the Fuck is Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes, where we dive into the origins and strategies of Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Today I, Katashvi, will tell you all about the Yosenju archetype. Let's get into it, shall we? The original name was HERMIT YOKAI, but was changed to Yosenju for the TCG release. Yosenju was composed of 3 kanji characters: Yo, which means strange or attractive, Sen, which means hermit, and Yu, which means beast. So together that makes Strange Hermit Beast. Where does the archetype originate? Where do its true origins lie? The Yosenju monsters are all based off of elements of Japanese mythology and folklore. Several of the members are based on the Kamaitachi. In folklore, these were weasel-like creatures that rode on whirlwinds, looking to cut unsuspecting passerbys with sickles and nails. Yosenju Mizaki is specifically based on a similar creature called the Yamai Mizaki, a demonic wind which takes the shape of a human severed head, riding the air using fallen souls as a wheel. The pendulum monsters of the archetype lean more into the realm of Shinto symbolism than folklore. Shinshu Eru and Shinshu Elu represent halves of the Torikes, which are used to mark the boundary between the realms of profane and sacred, with Yosenju Daibak representing an enshrined kami in the state of destructive anger. What does the archetype do? Well, the Yosenju archetype resolves around direct attacks. Also, this is the only archetype that uses sequenced normal summoning. Yosenju Kama 1, 2, and 3 have a special effect when they are normal summoned. They grant you an additional normal summon for your Yosenju monsters, which has to be resolved on the spot. And yes, tribute summoning is possible. They have some similarities with the spirit archetype as they return themselves to the hand. Yosenju Kama 1, 2, and 3, and Yosenju Chukchik return when normal summons. But Mizak, Magat, and Yosenju Daibaku return when special summons. But the main focus of the Yosenjus is to send the opponent's cards back to his hand. What cards should I use? As for monsters, Yosenju Kama 1 3 times, Yosenju Kama 2 3 times, Yosenju Kama 3 3 times, Yosenju Chukchik 1 to 3 times, Yosenju Kodam 0 to 1, Yosenju Magat 3 times, Yosenju Mizaki 0 to 2 times, Yosenju Ojam 0, Yosenju Shinju Elu 3 times, Yosenju Shinju Eru 0 to 2, and Yosenju Daibak 0 to 2. The number of Yosenju Mizaki, Shinju Eru, and Yosenju Daibak depend on whether or not you're trying to go for the pendulum variant of the deck. Now, why is Ojam at 0? Well, Ojam forces you to discard a Yosenju monster to activate its effect, making it a -1. Sure, you might get a card back, but that's not certain. If you really want to protect your life points, it's better to just add in a battle favor instead. As for spells, Yosenju Whirlwind 0 to 1, Yosenju Training Grounds 1 to 2. Yosenju Whirlwind destroys itself if you do not trigger its effect, so for that reason I suggest not using it, or if you're gonna try and use it, only include it once. Training Grounds can only be triggered once per turn, therefore 1 is usually enough. However, add in 2 if you think Training Ground is MSD'd way too often. Now, how about the traps? Well, Dizzying Winds of the Yosen Village 0 to 3, and Yosenju's secret move definitely 3 times. Dizzying Winds of the Yosen Village, it depends on what kind of strategy you will be applying. It's great to fling spell and traps back to the deck, but if you're flinging back Synchros, Fusions, or XYZs, the card didn't really do anything. Yosenju's secret move is stupidly overpowered. Just drop down a Yosenju Shinju Eru, or Yosenju Daibak into your pendulum zone and you can negate any one thing that comes your way. What cards do I recommend? As for monsters, I recommend Battle Fader and Santa Claus. Battle Fader negates the direct attack, ends the battle phase, and can be used as a tribute for Yosenju Magats. Santa Claus can deal with those pesky monsters who normally can't be targeted by card effects. Then use your Yosenju Kama 1 or Yosenju Daibak to send Santa Claus back to your hands. What spells do I recommend? Well, I can recommend Fire Formation Tenki and Divine Wind of the Mist Valley. Fire Formation Tenki can search out your Kama 1, 2, 3 and can also search out Chuk Chuk. Divine Wind of the Mist Valley, make sure that your otherwise empty fields isn't empty. For this edition of the Staples segment, I've included staples I think are most interesting to try out in your deck. Here's some basic tips that might help you out. When sequence normal summoning, try to play Kama 2 first. When it is hit by breakthrough skill, it at least still has 1800 attack points. When you play Megat, you can special summon the one Yosenju monster from the deck. Try to pick and choose between the Kamas, but do note when they are summoned this way that they do stay on the field. Don't forget that Yosenju Kama 3 can search out any Yosenju card. That means Yosenju's secret move is included. Do you have any cards you maybe should consider? Well, I really only have one card, which is a spell card. Quill Pen of Gul'dans. First of all, it allows you to shuffle your wind monsters back into your deck, which could prove quite handy. But it also allows you to bounce one of your opponent's cards back into his hand. Up until now, you've probably been thinking, where do I get the cards? Well, they were first released in Grass Souls, but the archetype was truly unleashed in Secret Forces. And that's it for this episode of What the Fuck is Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Be sure to like and subscribe for more WTF is Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Have any suggestions for topics we need to address in these videos? Or maybe you just want us to cover a certain archetype. Whatever the case, leave it down in the comments below. Thank you.